Okay, these guys were the second debut last week on the countdown because they jumped 6 spots to move into the top 20 on Foundations. And I can't wait to see where they end up this week. Now, time to get up close and personal. The band is called You'll See One Day, and I have Nate and Travis with me right now. And how are you guys doing, man? This is
good.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, dude. Like, you have no idea how pumped we are to see our band name on another fucking country's like top 20 list. It's ridiculous, man. It's fucking awesome.
When my listeners were like, "Well, You'll See One Day on the show," I'm just like, "Okay, well, I'll try to make that happen."
Who are these listeners? I want their names. I want to speak to them.
Okay, well, I'll send you the list, man.
I'm actually pretty stoked. Yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked that's happening too.
Yeah, all the listeners that wanted us. Yeah, all the listeners that want us on the show. Thank you so much.
I'll send you the list, but it's like
thank you, man. Big thank you.
It's like 120 countries, man. So you're gonna get a hell of a long list, man. I'll send you a binder.
I want to chat with them. I want to hang out for beers. We'll catch up for a beer.
Man, you're gonna be. She's gonna be busy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nathan goes by Peachy. We got to remember that.
Peachy. Yeah,
because he's peachy.
Sometimes it's more for sarcastic purposes, but you know.
More sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm fucking peachy, man.
Doesn't have anything to do with that hair in your ass or anything.
No.
Yes.
I mean, sure, it has multiple purposes. The name, that's fine. We can do that. To peach fuzz on the ass, that's fine.
I'm using the hair on the ass thing from now on, though.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I want every time you use that though, you owe me 25 cents in residuals.
100%, man. You're gonna be a rich man after this.
You're gonna be a rich fucking man, dude.
Okay, you guys are in Australia now. Born and raised there?
Well, I'm not. No, because Australia doesn't actually exist. It's a conspiracy theory.
Okay, now I know the comedian is in the band.
I was born and raised in Connecticut, and Travis was a homebred Texan man. So we've just been telling people we're from Australia.
You got a really nice Connecticut voice there, Peachy.
Oh yeah, it's very, very Connecticut. I'm drunk. If that helps, being drunk helps.
I'm from Sacramento, California originally, and then I moved here, chasing my wife.
Chasing your wife. Is your wife from Australia? Is that what it was?
Yeah, she's from Melbourne. Yeah.
What do you mean you hope so?
Who's doing over here?
Oh yeah, and I have a couple kids in New York.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'm born and raised Australian. I'm from the country, mostly. I moved to the city about 6 years ago in Melbourne, which is like one of the biggest cities of Australia. So, yeah, chasing a dream, not a woman. I was chasing a dream. She's a hot lady. The dream.
She's
chasing peach fuzz on his ass.
Okay, well, you said chasing the dream. Okay, that kind of brings up a thing that I was going to ask you a little bit later on, but what the hell? Let's do it now because it works. If you weren't in a band that was getting set to take on the world, so to speak, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Porn star.
Ooh. Of course you'd pick that. Of course he'd pick that.
With the name Peachy and the ass hair.
This is because Travis thinks he has this like 80s porn star look, but the problem is he isn't hung like 13 inches down below. That's his only weakness.
No, it's like 3 inches of tear, like a Wolverine, small but fierce.
3 inches of terror.
It took us 5 minutes to start talking about your dick on an interview, man. That's how long it took.
Okay. All right. Well, you won't have to worry about that 25 cents in residuals every time you use that ass hairline because I'm using that 3 inches of terror.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I'm retiring the Tic Tac line. I'm 3 inches of terror now.
Oh gosh, love it.
What about you, Nate?
Travis 3-inch Presley. That's what his nickname is now.
So Nathan, back to the question. What do you think you'd be doing right now? Did you have any interest or anything that?
Oh, dude, hell yeah! I mean, honestly, when I was a kid, I found music, and that was it. Once I found it, I was exploring heaps of different stuff. I first started drumming. That was my first instrument before I moved on to singing. So from drumming till I picked up a guitar and I started writing my own songs and stuff. And I loved it. It was something that just helped me get through most of my later teenage years, which was really rough. But that was something that was solid that I could lean onto. And then after that, I just kept at it. But if I was to do anything else, I think it would be writing or acting, something in those areas, or voice acting, just any of those things that involves like creativity on like a visual level, something that I love writing. I'm doing that as on the side.
You're a pretty damn good writer.
I'm not bad.
You're a pretty damn good writer, actually.
As in like books?
I'm actually right now. I'm working on a fantasy novel at the moment, which is I think it's gonna take me about a decade to finish because I want it to be really deep and like with heaps of canon, heaps of lore, history, sort of like Lord of the Rings vibes, like a big world, but it's a very small area. That's like a small piece of land, but it's like there's this rich culture throughout all of its different races and stuff. It's pretty big, so I'm working on that slowly.
He sent me like a 3-minute piece from it, and I was like, that's actually kind of incredible. I was actually impressed.
I was like, oh dude, you're actually pretty good at this.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty good at writing other stuff. So why would you assume it'd be shit?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, he writes ridiculously good songs, and I go, okay. And I didn't think he could possibly do that too. I'm like, oh no. It was really good though. I couldn't believe it.
Okay. Why do you say something like that about one of your friends? It was actually good.
It's pretty Australian.
Good, dude. It's definitely. You're not wrong.
I was shocked at how good it was. I was like, oh, he's actually not bad. No. That's when you know. That's an Australian thing. In case you didn't know, it's very cultural. If an Australian acts like he's really surprised, like he's actually shocked, then you know he's actually really genuine about it. He's like, dude, I was like, wow. I was like, shit, this guy can actually do this, you know?
And I'm not even Australian. I just picked it up. Now I'm like just picking it up as I go.
So culturally Australian.
So it's actually not as sarcastic as you look right now?
No, it's genuine.
100%.
It's like, holy crap. I didn't know you had
I can't believe that actually
a lazy piece of shit. You don't think highly of your friends. It's amazing. But when they do something amazing, you're genuinely like, holy crap.
So Travis, what about you? Do you have any interest or anything past music, or is music your...
I've become extremely like asphyxiated on business, just trying to start businesses and creating some type of companies and business right now. Like currently, I do flooring here in Australia for my normal job, and I've created a complete company out of it at this point now, with multiple employees and everything like that. So that's kind of my normal day to day. And then obviously I've continued to follow music since I was in the States.
Shep, we're actually both floor layers, in case you were wondering. We both sort of are in the same.
That's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met.
That's how you met? Where did?
Yeah.
Okay. What, were you working at the same place or something?
Yeah, we worked. You go ahead, Trav. You tell your side, and I'll tell my side.
No, I actually want this one. You go ahead.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right, so I was like fucking wasted one day, and I rocked up at the wrong job site. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So it was actually during COVID. It was early COVID. So it was sort of still
very beginning, actually.
Very beginning, yeah. So I jumped on a job which was obscure for me to go to because it wasn't something I was not, because I'm a carpet installer by trade. So that's my trade. That's what makes the money for the family and for the house. So I jumped on this job site which had carpet tiles for this big army base, and it was the same. I was working for a new contractor. This guy named what the fuck's his name? Richie, I think it was Richie. Yeah, and he said there was a guy that was going to be working with me named Travis, and I was just like, okay. And he's like, oh, he's a guitarist, so you'd be, you guys would get on really well. And I'm like, okay, cool. And yeah, when we first met, like, dude, it was like love at first sight. It really was. Like that first week, we were like best mates after it. It was pretty. It was magical.
Just it was magical.
It was magical. Yeah.
There are those people.
As long as you say no homo first, it ain't gay.
No. It was gay. It was so gay. It was wonderful. Like I was. Yeah. I mean, okay, if I wasn't straight, I would have said I found the one. Well,
not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if I wasn't, I would have said I found the one. He would have been my bear. I would have been his, little twink. It would have been beautiful. We would have.
Jesus Christ.
But we're both into the ladies. So yeah, that didn't happen. But we did. It was a very magnetic relationship. So after that, we started sharing music. I started writing lyrics. He was looking for a vocalist. I was looking for a guitarist. It was love at first sight, man. That's just how it worked out.
You came up with that. He actually came up with the band name at that job. Matter of fact, literally in the first week we were together. You came up with the band.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, then
we were both in a situation that we were
Travis,
not.
Travis, are you touching the screen like I am right now? Are you reaching out to grab me?
So amazing!
What a frickin' the whole thing with the band name. All right, what was the catalyst for that actual name?
I have to.
Nathan, you go first.
I have to tell a real story here. It was actually a falling out with my previous band, which is bad, which is terrible. But it was something that I was feeling at the time. I mean, we're good friends now. Everything's fine. Like I love the guys from that band now, and we're all good. But it was during that time. It was a big falling out. It was a bit upsetting. And it was something that a good friend of mine said to me before we stopped speaking to each other for almost a year. And it was, "You'll see one day." And then he slammed the door in my face. Wow. And I was just like,
it's so good.
Yeah. So I get goosebumps thinking about it every time, because it was a big impact, because he was like one of my closest mates, and we didn't speak for over a year, and it was really hard. But we're good now. Like, we're good mates again. Everything's fine. But during that time, yeah, that was when I met Travis, and it was sort of like a dark period for me. And then the band name just came to me. I was like, "You'll see one day." It was almost like, not like a revenge thing, but it was sort of like yeah, well, you'll see one day then. It's sort of like having a go, but it's also now sort of become like having a go at everyone that sort of looked at us and gone, "Oh, you guys won't make it. You guys won't do anything." So it's sort of transformed.
Literally, from that. The band name says it all.
So like, have you had a lot of that? People that kind of
we've had some hate.
What are you doing?
Had a little bit of hate.
Oh, the hate's
nothing like
there's
that.
There's a lot of it.
There is a bit,
I think there might not be. It might not actually just be hate. I think now at this point now with the internet, I think it's just people just because they're behind a screen, they can just say whatever the heck they want, so they don't really care.
Yeah.
But you never
really just kind of talking shit.
Confront you.
Nothing.
There was that one guy, Nathan. Remember when we first started? Like, actually, the first song went out and and all of a sudden,
there was heaps of hate for that song because we promoted it on Facebook, I think, and we got a whole bunch of hate for that. I thought it was
I think you might have put it in front of the wrong audience, and like this audience did not want anything to do with it, and they were.
I was so happy. I was just like, look at all these hate comments. This is awesome. Everyone hates it.
There's no bad publicity.
Someone wrote a novel about how bad.
No shit.
Like,
They used our song as a reason as to this is what's wrong with the music industry, and just like it was like 3 paragraphs, and then our song was the straw that broke the camel's back, man. They thought that was it. I've got to say something here.
I just remember we all kind of just looked at that and we're just going, man, this guy is on another level. Like, wow, okay, man. Sorry we ruined your entire life. Did not mean to do that. Wow.
You set out to take this guy down emotionally.
He was just like, man, that really pissed him off. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, the thing is with hateful comments, it's actually, it doesn't bother us in the slightest at all. And it's wonderful because it just means we're interacting, we're engaging with people, positive or negative. It's all just engagement at the end of the day. And the more we engage with our fan base, I mean, obviously positive's better, obviously, but like whatever you want to say, have your opinion. We love your opinions. This is what we want to do. Yeah. We want it, even if it's something that's controversial, we want people to have, impact. Like the recent song we've just released, The Letter, is about suicide and mental health awareness. And
that's what, it's kind of funny because one of the producers here at Real Rock Nights, he went to this Ghost Cult magazine, which actually did an article on
that was ours. Letter. Yeah, we had.
And
we came out with that. I think that was the one.
Shep, can you send me that magazine?
Can I send?
You have it,
the link to it?
No.
It's
the link. I thought you said you had a hard copy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. I don't have a. It's a digital magazine. They don't print it.
Oh, okay.
But no,
they never print anything anymore now, Nate. You goose.
I told them after I heard your song, 3 days, man. 3 days. I woke up in the morning and I had like the tune in my head. And I was like, what in the hell is going on? And he's like, it's more than just an awesome song. He's like, just ask the guys about it. So that's my preface.
We try because that's not even,
it's about something more.
We try because that's not even scratching the surface yet with what we got coming. Oh man,
nice.
Yeah, dude. Like I've got some songs that will like make you question reality a bit. Like I've got one sitting in the back pocket that I need to flesh out with one of our other band members a bit in the producing room. It's dark and it's heavy and it's meant to make you go, holy, all right, wow. I didn't know you could put that on the internet, but all right.
Yeah.
You can put
He's trying to go deep.
Yeah.
What was that?
I mean,
I said you can put anything on the internet.
Well, you can. But that doesn't mean people will appreciate it. I mean, this one's meant to be a bit jarring. This particular track. I've got a film clip idea for it. It's an artistic piece. It's definitely not something that reflects myself, which a lot of our music reflects. The lyrics reflect what I'm thinking about. But this particular song is very edgy and it's super.
If it's the one I'm thinking, if it's the one I think it is, then I remember you sent it to me and I was like, nah.
Yeah, when I sent it to Travis, he instantly went, nah, we're not doing that. I'm like, dude, it's not a reflection of how I think. It's a creative piece, and it's meant to be sort of an observational track. Like,
is it like a thing to get people talking? Is that?
Yeah,
oh, hell
like
yeah.
a Childish Gambino type thing.
Like a what?
Yeah.
Remember Childish Gambino? That
this is America.
Remember that song came out and kind of. It blew up on the internet because the YouTube clip was pretty good. And
the YouTube clip was insanely good.
Yeah, and that made people go, "Oh my gosh!" Like, like even Trent Reznor from was it 9 Inch Nails? Like that was ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
and you don't see him coming out.
He was the king of that controversial shit too. He was really good at that sort of. But that's actually where the inspiration comes from. My drummer, who's a big 9 Inch Nails fan, I never listened to 9 Inch Nails, never got into him. And he said, dude, you need to listen to it from this perspective. And I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. I'll try it. And I did. And I went, holy shit, this is awesome. And I couldn't understand 9 Inch Nails until I looked at it from that perspective. And it was brilliant. And then the song sort of came out and I was just like, oh, this is good. I'm keeping this. So yeah, we've got some cool shit in the works.
I am looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man. We're going to keep pumping it out.
Getting back to the letter now, this thing that I was told was like, it's more than just an awesome song. It's like, you got to ask the guys what the letter is about.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Okay. Take your soapbox.
Right.
Come on, Peachy.
Okay.
You,
I got
Nathan.
this. It's hard to reflect on simply because it is a dark track. It started out as the song is the moment before a man decides he's gonna end it. He's been thinking about it. He's been weighing up the odds, and he's thought about it. He's planned it. He's said his goodbye. Well, in a matter of speaking, like he's done his normal routine for the day, and then he finally has time to himself. This is it. The song is about that particular moment, and he's writing this letter that's basically like a way of saying, I'm sorry, and I want you to forgive me for this. And it's just that moment before he sort of, does the deed, I guess.
Yeah.
And I took some time to sort of reflect on it, because it's a dark place to go to in your mind when you have to write lyrics like that. I was very careful with how I presented it, because I didn't want it to be, jarring, because it's sometimes hard for people to listen to, but I want it to be just a little bit enough so people can understand that this song is about that, and we're going to talk about it a little bit, but we're going to make you enjoy the song at the same time. So it was hard to float. It was hard to float between those,
which is kind
lines.
of the place that we've been, like, so far we've been doing as far as the writing goes. We give him something and he'll flesh out. What's the best part was he'll flesh out something that's actually a real world type of like situation that's going on. Obviously, pop music. I got blasted. I have a light over here that's just doing some weird stuff. But the pop music is not really talking about anything. I mean, sometimes they do, but for the most part, everyone listens to pop music because they want to feel happy.
It seems shallow.
It seems empty.
It seems, yeah.
And so, obviously, a lot of rock bands do. A lot of rock bands, have done, really heavy stuff, and we're kind of just also talking about the same stuff, like, really. But it's just Nathan's really good at putting together a story like that, which is fantastic.
Actually, which goes back to his. Geez, I'm choking on my saliva, man. I never had allergies until I moved to this freaking state. Okay.
What? It's New Mexico?
No, I'm in Oklahoma.
Oh gosh, I thought I heard that you were in New Mexico. I don't know why I heard that. I'm sorry.
Wait, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wait, isn't Oklahoma the Sooner State?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know my shit. Fuck yeah.
Okay, well, at least he knows that.
Shout out Oklahoma, the Sooner State, bitches.
I've been to Tulsa. That's a cool area. I like that place.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah. You don't like it because obviously your allergies.
I've never had to deal with this before, man. I talk for more than 10 minutes and my nose starts running. And after my nose runs a while, then all of a sudden I start getting all this phlegm in my throat and I can't talk. And it's just really annoying. But, well, who cares about me? And can you guys clue me in? Why is the band not everywhere right now as far as like online and stuff? Because, I mean, you're working the socials hard. You've got multiple places people can listen to music, can buy your music.
We've been around for a year. We've been around.
We're trying the socials. We're trying to work the socials, obviously, on our own. We've had a few speed bumps we've run into as far as socials, because we're all busy, like, obviously doing grown-up stuff.
Yeah.
but we're trying our best to try and market the stuff, and I get told all the time, especially from our manager over there, who's just like, yo, you got to get these socials under like working and more along the lines. We're doing fine on Spotify. We're getting more. We got a lot of attention on YouTube, which is good. We just really got to hit like the big main ones right now. We're it's a slow burn. I know it's going to happen. we'll probably get more attention at some stage, but it's just a matter of getting getting in front of the right audience. Hopefully we could be part of like the little TikTok generation where we get one big plug and all of a sudden they hear a hook and they turn that into a viral hit. So, but you can only hope,
Which, well, with the whole TikTok thing, I don't understand that because TikTok is a younger demographic.
It's growing faster. It's becoming more of the everybody almost now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's especially here. At least for me, in my perception, being here, everybody here has TikTok.
Okay, well now it makes sense because every band I've talked to, I think in last month and a half, has been like doing TikTok stuff. They always mention TikTok when we start talking about socials. And hell,
it is hard.
The band I had on last week, they were editing their TikTok video as we were doing the interview.
Come on.
Yeah, see,
it was kind of funny.
Now, guys, that's the problem that we don't. The problem we don't have is that we are not like constantly posting, constantly letting people know what we're doing
which
online.
is what they want us to do.
That drive. We just don't have that drive. I mean, like, I just want to be home with my kid, and just chill out and relax and have a chocolate milk,
but
which is what might bite us. It might obviously take us a lot longer to get to where we want to get without doing what we do. I try to do my best to find the right people.
Alan, doing interviews like this, keeping us in the loop like this is what's going to help us pump up. So if you always want to chat with us, you just let us know, man. We'll just have a coffee day. We'll talk about the new Obi-Wan Kenobi show that's come out, which is really exciting. We'll just chat about whatever.
Dude, I've Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. I'm up to what was the last one? The episode I watched, I think 5. Was the last one I watched was the 4th. So keep your fucking mouth shut.
He straight up dropped it. He said, "Keep your fucking mouth shut."
Dude, if you think the first 4 episodes are great, episode 5, oh my goodness, blew me away.
That little girl that got to play Leia.
How good is she?
Oh my God. Well, the cool thing about Carrie Fisher was she was 18 or 19 when they did that movie. And
I know.
She held herself like she was like a 35-year-old woman.
I almost teared up in certain parts because I was like, oh my God, that is so Leia.
And this little girl is what, 6 or 7 or something?
I think she's something like that, 7 or 8. Yeah,
and she seems like she's 15 or 16 years old. I was like, this is
people
so
always
awesome.
having a go that kid actors are not as good as they were back in the 80s and 90s and stuff. I'm like, dude, the kid actors are just as good. They're just not getting enough screen time. And
probably a little bit.
Stranger Things is a good salute to that. Stranger Things kids were insane. They're doing amazing stuff now.
So that's that I think that was one of the big catalysts for a lot of these shows, getting younger kids on the shows themselves.
Because and they're just good, getting good actors too, because the kids can act really well as long as you give them the right direction and the good scripted stuff. They run with it just as well as a A-lister. And you sit there going, "This is insane! How are they pulling this shit off?"
Well, a lot of it is just natural aptitude also. It's because for years and years, I mean, even look back to people like Jodie Foster and stuff when they were little kids.
Yeah, or Drew Barrymore in E.T. as well.
Oh, Drew.
Straight up. She was that's the best. That's her best performance. Anything after that's been dog shit compared to Best part was when she was 6 and she fell in love with a little alien. That was her best. That was her best right there.
Alligators in the sewers. As far as talking to you guys, okay, I'll hit you up sometime if I'm sitting here at 3 o'clock in the morning or something.
Do it, yeah. If you're up. We're up.
We're having a Zoom meeting, okay?
Hey guys, I'm on Zoom.
I love that.
If you feel to get on, Peachy, you okay? I'm not okay. Can we talk? I'm like, yeah, man, we can talk.
Yeah. Hey, how's that weather down there, by the way?
the weather.
Yeah, how you doing with that? How you doing with? Is it pretty hot right now or not?
It's hot and humid right now. Yeah, I think it was like 104 today when I went to work.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is right now, but I know I don't. When I'm gone, I don't keep the studio very cold. And when I walked in tonight to turn stuff on, it felt 10 times cooler in here than it did outside. It's that humid. It's like, oh man,
guys, I hate to interrupt, but we are literally talking about your weather on a freaking band interview. Can we move to something else? We're like literally talking about the weather. I'm like, oh my God.
So like, how long is the hair on your ass?
Ooh,
do you comb it?
I haven't measured it. I haven't measured it in a while.
I mean, this is about the band.
Did you write that down? Was that a question you wrote down? How long my arm is?
Yeah, it was. It is now.
No. Okay. What are we looking at now? You obviously have talked about you're of course doing double duty, and that. What are we looking for as far as live stuff? Like in the future?
Ooh, well, we haven't done a live show yet. I don't even know if these guys can play, so we'll have to wait and see.
No. Right, like I didn't tour in a huge rock band for a long time. Jeez, this motherfucker. We are actively, now that everything's opened up, like literally we're basically a COVID band. We just started in COVID. We couldn't do a thing. So all we did
that was our biggest hurdle, was the fact that we couldn't meet up. Like in Australia, it was like we were shut down the most in the world out of any other place. In the world, we were the only place that was still shut down. It was brutal, man. Like we couldn't work. There was times we had to stop working, and we had to stay in our houses and shit. And it was militant. Like there were police everywhere, and there was like border crossings. Like you couldn't go into certain parts of Victoria unless you had a really good, like a piece of paper saying you had to. And there was police at the, from the metropolitan area to the regional Victorian area. There was police at every road. There was like stops, and you had to stay in the metropolitan area.
And military. And military.
There was military at one point. Yeah. Yeah. It was bad, man. It was really bad. So we had to work we had to try and come up with songs and do videos and do photos during all that, which was really, really tough.
Well, we were doing it during the brief periods of time when we had like, oh look, we're out of lockdown. It was like, 2 weeks and bang, fucking everything blows up again.
Let's do a music video. And then there'd be another outbreak, and then we had to lock up again. It was insane. But now we're back to, I think we're almost back to normal now, which is really good. So
pretty much back to normal, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, no,
we don't have to scan in anymore. Don't have to scan in or,
Scan in? Would you?
Yeah, so every time you go somewhere, you have to scan a QR code into a grocery store, into a supermarket.
Oh, wow.
As an American to another American, it was fucked up. It was
sounds a bit like, well, like we shut down God, what was it? In March 2020, and then I think reopened, like pretty much everything reopened in like June of 2020. Whereas
we did like 260 days of lockdown.
See, and that's what I wonder. And now you said that you're pretty much all back to normal and stuff. We are not. I mean,
no, you are.
People are acting. I mean, a lot of people are acting like everything's normal and stuff. It's like,
I think they have to. It's the only way to survive. That's the only way to survive. It's like it's only smallly different. But yeah, it's not. It's people are like, oh yeah, no, it's great. No, everything's fine now. Everything's back to normal. It's like, yeah, no, it's mate. It's not, mate. It's been 2 years since we felt normal. You don't even know what normal is.
Right? Man, there was a point there when we got to the last part of the lockdowns where we were just I was even multiple. You and I actually, Nathan, we were going down. It was getting dark. I was like, man, I don't know how I can handle this. I think I might have to move back to the States. Like, I don't know, man. Like it was getting wild. So,
yeah, I was really sad. I was like, I'm going to lose my bear. I'm going to lose my Travis bear.
I was like, I'm going to lose my peach fuzz.
Yeah.
So, that's and then the thing with the bands touring, they'll
so we're actively working on that now. We actively are, because obviously, like I said, we're coming out of basically starting as a COVID band, so we never had the opportunity to really start doing anything or pushing anything. So now everything's really starting to pick up again. Fucking shows are coming back. Like we can go to shows. Tours are coming. Big bands are coming back to Australia too. So what we were hoping to do is start jumping onto shows here in Australia, cut our teeth a bit. We can build the live show and make it really good. And then hopefully at least my dream for it is we could go and hit the States for, a tour, have a good live show, go through just do a good, maybe a month run, come back, fill the war chest, head over to Europe. Maybe just, that's kind of what we're looking to do. We're not trying to, we would love to just do this as a full-time gig, but obviously we could only hope. But what we're going to definitely try and make sure that we can get, some touring, some traveling. Hopefully we get the opportunity to go to good, cool places like Japan and maybe even Africa, South Africa, to do some shows there. Every band's dream is to just basically get to travel and do that. Yeah, where there's love for us, see the world.
And I don't know, I can see it happening. It's it's just going to take time. That's
and the boys would love America. I toured the United States back in the day with another band back in the day, and it's one of the most beautiful countries on the planet, and every single city is just a whole nother level too. And so it's just going back to the States and touring would be a blast. Going to see in Europe, all of that would be really, really interesting. Maybe not Russia. I think I'll leave that one out.
Oh, dude, why not? I like Russia. Russia seems cool.
I love Russians.
I mean, look, the only problem is
Nathan, what happened to your audio, man? You sound like you're in the background all of a sudden.
Yeah, where are you, Nathan? What's going there you are. Maybe it's your earpieces.
They should be alright.
Your earpieces. Mic check.
Hello?
Yeah, and I can hear you. You're just really faint.
Yeah, you're low.
Hang on, I'll try and turn it up. Maybe that works.
Speak up, better? Girlfriend.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hear me?
Yeah, like I said, we can hear you. You just aren't
super faint now. All of a sudden, you became super faint.
Before. I might leave and come back. Hang on, let me just try that because it's doing something weird. Hang on.
Okay.
Is he able to leave and come back? Does that work?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
No, it's just us now.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, hopefully that works. Yeah, so hopefully we get that opportunity to do some worldwide touring and everything like that. But we can only hope. It's a pretty hard world now, obviously, from what I can gather for musicians. It was extremely hard when I was in Burn Halo in the United States. And I mean, in that band, it was a top 40 rock band on the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
And it felt like we were just getting by. It was just like, you don't really make a whole ton of,
Burn Halo was pretty successful, man.
It was huge.
It looked successful.
Yeah, it was huge. But it just felt like at the end there, it was like when we right at the end, because all the singer left and we were still getting shows and getting, really big tours. It just felt like we were constantly like pushing for it, or like there wasn't enough. And we just kind of noticed the change in the industry, where it was the bands are kind of in charge of pretty much everything. It wasn't like the 80s and 90s where, you get a record deal and it's over. You're done. You can do that for the next 10 years and you can be Bon Jovi or something like that. It's like, dude, it's not happening like that anymore. You get a record deal. It's like, oh, we'll give you 10 grand for your marketing campaign and good luck. And it's like, oh shit. Okay. Like, okay. Like, we're just going to go out there and hope for the best. And then none of us had any money because we were all on the road. So it's like, kind of just got by, and hopefully hopefully now we kind of have an idea of it. We can do it ourselves. If we don't, well, it's not like I want to say that we're never going to get a label, but it's like most musicians I notice are doing it on their own now. And the ones that are not are, obviously super massive. So it wouldn't really matter. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we have kind of a battle plan. It could take years. Who the hell knows?
I think the ideal situation would be to at some point have it covering the cost, so then we
100%
don't have to put so much into it. That would be ideal, and at the end of the day, that could just sustain being able to do it because we love just doing it. I think that we don't have to be motivated by money to do it. We love doing it. So I literally will. I don't care. We will literally keep trying to do this because the opportunity to just see it come to fruition is all I really care about. It doesn't even matter to me. Anything having to try and fight for it that's kind of a day-to-day thing. We don't care.
I've talked to some guys that over the years, some people who I've worked with for 4 or 5 years. And have you ever thought about hitting it hard for like 2 or 3 years and banking cash and then starting your own label?
Yes, and that would play into obviously
your long-term, long range.
Like we talked earlier. We talked earlier, like, oh, what do you like to do, Travis? And mine was companies, and I was like, yes, I would absolutely love to do that, but I just have to learn how to do it. That's the only thing. So we could start that, and then eventually I could use that as my platform to keep us running and doing that, or whichever. But it's one of those things where if this is able to blow up, that becomes a springboard for that platform to try and see if I can make that happen.
Go to the next level, just keep working stair steps kind of deal.
Yeah. And it's just, I keep noticing that every time you come to a new problem, you're just like, okay, a new pair of steps. Just gotta keep climbing.
You're like, okay, I just got through one shit sandwich and here's another.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going. You're just like, oh man, all right, well, here we go. That's all we've got to really do.
That's and one thing that this to keep in mind too. One thing that a lot of these guys have said is they take, just like you said, you just have to learn how to do it.
Yeah,
taking the get on a label, somebody else's label, and watch exactly how they do everything. And then they start their own and do the exact same thing the other guy was doing.
Yes, which is actually, because you see that happen with a lot of the, a lot of really, really successful rappers right now. Not like, you won't hear of the rapper anymore, but you don't find out that, what was it? Yeah. Was it P. Diddy, I think? That
all of a sudden a producer and he's got like a stable of artists behind him.
Literally a stable. Like you're going, oh my God. Like Eminem, all these like really successful ones. I think Wiz Khalifa was the one I watched recently where I'm just like, I haven't heard that guy in years, but you find out that he's got a huge label and he's like a multi-million-dollar like label mogul. Almost. You're going, wait, what? And that's just what happens. They just figured out how to do it.
Being a successful artist really makes a difference, I think, once you start making those big bucks and you can basically 100%. Establish your own distribution because, you're in the industry. People want to talk to you. People want to be a part of what you're doing. So that definitely helps a lot. And I imagine that would be a really good way to make money on that side of things.
The same thing with Nathan and I, because here in Australia, as tradesmen, we're both contractors. So we decided to just, we're doing it on our own. And so we so we already have that mentality, which is a completely different mentality. I didn't realize until I finally stopped working for somebody else. And once I had to do it on my own, I had to kind of figure it out myself. And that's kind of what we're doing here. It's like, okay, like it doesn't come fast. And if it does come fast, it probably won't last very long. It'll go up real fast and then come down really quick. So it takes a lot.
Yeah, one thing I've learned: the easy way, the fast way, is never the best way. It's always It's like, yeah, okay, maybe you're going to get it done doing it the fast way, but everything is going to go to shit in like a few weeks. So,
yeah, exactly. We've had a few run-ins with like say with just for example, with like the marketing side of things. Like I've hired people to do marketing for the band and thinking that was going to help us and save us some time. And you find really fast that the cheap guys or, the thing you're just hoping that will just work and, whatever. And then you find out you end up blowing your money and screwing everything up. And like I said, we had a couple of speed bumps because of certain things. And we just kind of go, well, I wish we could do that over, but unfortunately you learn those lessons and you move on. So it's exactly what we're doing.
That's what, yeah. No, I understand exactly what you're saying completely, man. Let's see. Instagram, Facebook, and you guys have a YouTube channel. What are you putting on your YouTube channel? Or do you have plans to do something big with that?
So far, it's just music videos.
Put another music. Put music videos on it.
Music videos so far.
I could put like a 24-hour live stream of my bathroom, if that's what you mean by something big. Well, I don't know.
As I said, we're still learning the creative side to it.
I'm thinking like maybe go live every once in a while with the band or something.
We do have an idea. Thanks for the reminder, Alan, asshole. We do have one. It was when we go live during our writing sessions. So we usually meet up once a month and we do like an in-person writing session. And we're thinking of going live for one of those just to see if anyone jumped in, which would be really cool. I mean, we've got a few followers on YouTube, which would be sick.
I also thought about doing live shows. When we do start doing shows, that's why I would come down to making sure that we'll actually hire like a complete crew and everything like that to make sure we can do a few shows that are live and that will obviously stay on YouTube.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we saw out of the COVID thing, where everybody ended up doing that. They were doing like live shows, but we'll actually do them at shows. I think they had it here in Australia. It was like Mosh Cam. Do you remember that, Nathan? Mosh Cam?
Sure.
In Sydney?
I was there.
He doesn't remember anything. Okay. But it was Mosh Cam, and it was actually a really cool thing where it was just live shows and they were streaming onto YouTube. And I saw that and I was like, that'd be great. That'd be great for that. That would be great for Instagram stories and TikTok. Plenty of different things. It's just a matter of making sure that we can, like I said, figure it out along the way.
That's what there's another one out. Oh, Ustream is another one that might only be here in the States. I don't know. But the only thing I didn't like with that was because we would stream some of them on our radio stations. We have 5 stations in our radio group. And then like the show you're on right now, we have 15 affiliates also. But the 5 stations in our radio group, we would stream these concerts like live on the station. And it was all good and fine because that was only audio. But I would not have like spent the money to stream the video of it because it was like, one camera in like the back of this like hall or something.
Yeah,
it's like, what in the hell? Why isn't there somebody out there with like camera switchers and a director?
It would look like a grade 1 freaking like play video that Dad held up at the back with a camcorder.
Exactly.
Trash. Lighting would have been terrible.
That was exactly the feeling I was getting. I'm like, what the hell, man? Is this like some dude with an iPhone? What the hell?
That's like that was a thing. Like we try to do as everything we try to do is like extremely quality. And I refuse to release anything that isn't at a quality level that I'm happy with. And I feel like that's something I get so anal about that it pisses off the guys a bit. And I'm just like, nah, we're not dropping anything that's trash. There will be songs. We will have singles or songs that we're working on, and it'll be like, all right, everybody else is done. And Nathan's just like, it'll be literally 99.99% done. And Nathan's like, you know what? I'd rather change the course. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. And I'm just like, oh God, fuck. Come on, man.
But I don't waste time. I get it done quick though, and then you guys are fucking like, yeah, that was better.
But that will does end up usually coming out better.
That will lend a lot to your credibility, though. Jeez, you can tell it's like holy shit, we've been talking for almost an hour. Okay, you can tell it's almost like 3:30 in the morning because like it's hard for me to say credibility. It's like what the hell? But
thank you for staying up with us, though. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, thanks, man. No, I wanted to talk to you guys, and like I said, I've been getting tweets, emails, all kinds of stuff about people want to know more about you. And
this is so awesome. Cool. I want to speak to these people, man. I want to know who these people are. I want to meet them. I want to talk to them. I said this before, but I want to, I just want to rap with them. I want to get to know them personally.
I tell you what, well, we will do a live thing here in a few weeks, and because we have a unique meeting ID on here. And you know, when you go to Zoom, how it says sign in or join meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. They click on join meeting and they type in, I can't remember what the hell the number is, but anyways, almost like a phone number for Zoom. They type it in and they go to my waiting room. And,
that's incredible.
So I can put it on YouTube. We can go live on our YouTube channel. I can put it on Twitch. We can go live. Got a channel over there. And
that'd be cool. I would love it.
Well, try to get some of these people to talk to you, Peachy.
We might even be able to get some of the other boys in too, as well.
I guess really they can join us. I guess they can.
I suppose.
There's just not a bunch of people asking our drummer if he's single, and I'm like, yes, he is single. Yes, he's on Tinder. Hit him up.
Yes, he's on Tinder. But the big question: does he have an OnlyFans?
No,
I've literally been trying to make him have an OnlyFans because he needs to start paying some extra money to this band. Take your shirt off, Lee. I literally tell Lee every single video. And if you go on the YouTube and you look at any of our music videos, I go, hey, Lee. Hey. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Could be a little while longer.
Nathan, we can hear you, Keith.
Oh, shit. Hang on. I gotta move. I'm moving location.
All right. Oh, I literally tell our drummer all the time, too. Every time we get to a music video shoot, I go, Lee, take your shirt off. And he just goes, dude, really? And I'm just like, we're selling this, baby. We're selling it. You got the whole Tommy Lee tattoos and everything. We're selling this, baby. Take it off. Let's go. There was a video. I actually took a video of it. I said, Lee, you need to do like 50 push-ups before you even get on the set. And he was just like, oh, God, Trav, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, make it happen.
Damn, you slave driver. Okay.
Dude, he's insane.
Got Travis over here being a pimp. So pimping out your drummer.
Just chill out on the cocaine, all right? You're already up. Don't need more up. Just relax.
Oh God, you guys are a hell of a lot of fun to talk to, man. We're doing this again. We are.
Hey, it's 3:30, man. I know you got sleep, brother. So thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Hey, I do want to hit your hype edit page. I want to talk about that a sec. You can not only are there channels on there where you can listen to your music, but there's also channels where you can see videos or you can buy the music too. It's all in that one page. That is freaking awesome, man. And want to let everyone know our website, realrocknights.com. See, I'm doing it again. Head there right now and in our feature artist, which will be, of course, this guy.
That guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
you'll
Nathan,
see one.
this
You'll
guy.
see one day is going to be the feature artist, of course, and on their little album icon, click on that. That will take you to that page, and you can get all their music. You can see all their music on there. It'll even take you to their YouTube channel. It's freaking awesome, man. I love that. When I clicked on that and I saw all that stuff pop up, I was like, oh, dude, this is a one-stop location. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man.
I love
Well,
it.
hang on before you go. What did you think of Like That, Alan? It's one of my favorite songs. What did you think of that one? Did you watch that one?
Which one? Oh,
Like
that.
Like
The
That.
first one. No, I didn't get to Like That.
Oh,
I watched
dude.
Sober was the only other one I watched.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
So
But like that's our other
Sober.
like that's our professional, like that was one of our first drops. So that was the first thing everyone got to saw of what we do. So that was definitely I checked that one out.
Okay, what do you want me
like that? Yeah, Like That was our first one.
What do you want me?
That's the one that nobody liked because it was one of those pop songs that there's substance but not it was meant to be like a pop song.
Okay, so
that's
you're just trying to make it like a radio hit? Is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, 100%.
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna first thing when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna listen to Like That. I'm gonna watch that.
Thank you. Appreciate
it.
Very
Brian,
much
do it.
appreciated.
So guys, website. You'll see one day. You got a website?
No website right now. No website right now.
We have a Bandcamp.
We're just
We do have a Bandcamp. We have a Bandcamp,
Oh,
which has
Bandcamp.
which has a couple. We need to update it actually, but yeah, if you guys jump on the Bandcamp, that's where you'll find our tracks for sale. I'm going to start putting up some merch up there pretty soon. Let us know what kind of merch you guys want to see. We've got a couple of shirt designs, but if you guys want like mugs or like dildos or anything, just let us know. Like we'll do it all. We don't care. We'll make it happen.
I literally don't care. I'll do it. I don't care.
You'll see one day dildos.
You'll see one day, baby.
What the heck? And then, okay. This is just taking a bad turn. I don't.
He's like, oh shit! What do they do down there in Australia?
What are you gonna say? We shut up and let people listen to the letter.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, all right. This is You'll See One Day, and the letter is right here, right now on Real Rock Nights.